Hey there guys, I'm back to another video. Today I'm here going to do a pickup video. It's not video games at all, it's actually manga. So I've been getting into manga a lot recently, manga collecting, manga reading. I've just become a goddamn weeb ever since the pandemic happened. I'm gonna be honest, I've started watching a whole lot of anime starting since last year, and more recently, I guess now we're technically second year into the whole worldwide pandemic. I have now been reading a lot of manga. So these pickups come from Barnes & Nobles. These are two separate, I guess, shopping adventures that I went on. The first time I went was because I went to a local store that I needed to go to, and then I went there again today because of something else. So I went to Barnes & Nobles both times just to, see what was about Barnes & Nobles, because I never stepped into a Barnes & Nobles for manga. It's been like years since I walked into one of their stores with the intent of buying something. So first time I went, I was literally just going in to go and see what they had, because I've seen YouTube videos of people, shopping there, and there's a whole lot of manga. So this is what I picked up the first time. So first volume here is Demon Slayer number 5. This is the last volume that I needed to complete my current run of Demon Slayer. I'm reading it as it is coming out, and I started reading the manga pretty much where the anime left off, so around, I believe, volume 7. The first chapter of volume 7 is pretty much the last episode of the anime season 1. So I wanted to read it because I knew the movie was going to take a while to get here, so I started reading it since last year, and I've been sort of caught up on it. I will, sort of backtrack to the beginning of Demon Slayer and read all of the other chapters, but right now I have volume 5 to go and complete my Demon Slayer run. So there is that. The next volume I got, it came from a recommendation from one of my coworkers. He started reading this online, and he was like, yeah, it's like not that bad, despite I guess the previous work that this author did, or mangaka. Eden Zero, I've never watched or read anything Fairy Tail, but I'm pretty sure most people know that Fairy Tail is not that great just because of its reputation. But he started this new series. He pretty much has a lot of look-alike characters. Literally, this cat is still named Happy, and I believe in Fairy Tail he looks and is still the same name of Happy. But this one is a space adventure shonen, and it is interesting from just reading this first volume, and I really actually enjoyed it. As a person who has never read Fairy Tail or watched anything about Fairy Tail, just know that it is kind of bad. Going into this, I wasn't expecting much, but after reading this first volume, the first 4 chapters, it is not that bad. And I have already ordered the other volumes on Right Stuff, and I purchased another one on my second trip to Barnes & Nobles as well. So yeah, I am honestly looking forward to reading more, just because I know that the anime season is going to come on Netflix soon. So when that comes out, I will definitely watch it just to go and see on how the adaptation pans out. But yeah, Eden Zero, I think that if you are skeptical about this title, definitely give it a shot, especially if you like shonen, anime, manga. I think that it is definitely worth giving a shot, just because, it's a new one. So the last 2 pickups that I got here were volumes that or this is a manga that I've been wanting to buy, but I didn't know when I should buy it. And I know that the second volume has been out of stock on Right Stuff for like a long time. So I saw it at Barnes & Nobles, and I was like, screw it, let me just go and buy these. So it is Rent-A-Girlfriend. I am a huge fan of the Rent-A-Girlfriend anime. It's probably my favorite anime of 2020, to be honest. Definitely within my top 3, maybe even top 2. But yeah, Rent-A-Girlfriend Volume 2 has been sold out on Right Stuff for quite a while. And since I was going to buy Volume 2, I might as well get Volume 1, because if I'm going to start reading it, I don't want to just start on Volume 2. Despite me knowing what happens, I want to read this manga from beginning to end, because I know, according to the internet, they skipped some chapters within the manga when they adapted it into the anime, so I don't want to miss anything. So yeah, I'm excited to start reading on this within the coming weeks, because I really enjoyed the anime. So looking forward to see what the manga is all about. Okay, so that was my first trip. I paid like $50, I believe. Barnes & Nobles is all retail prices, unless you have the membership, which I'm definitely strongly considering, because after this trip that I just went on, I'm probably going to buy more manga from them, just because I like the in-person buying experience when it comes to manga. Despite me paying retail prices, You do like just like the browsing experience, and looking at the manga, making sure that the ones that I am picking up are like in the best condition that they can be, etc. So my second pickup here was definitely a lot more of like surprise titles that I didn't expect to buy. So my only intention was to buy Eden Zero Volume 3. So you're probably wondering why I didn't get Volume 2. One, Volume 2 wasn't available at my Barnes & Nobles, and second, I already purchased it on Right Stuff because they have a sale going on right now for the Eden Zero, pretty much every single volume up until Volume 10. It was like $7.24 or something like that. So I bought them all on Right Stuff except for Volume 3 because Volume 3 is out of stock for some reason. So bought it at Barnes & Nobles. And yeah, this was the only volume that I was going to buy, but obviously I didn't just buy this because there were a couple of other titles here that I was surprised to see and sort of just bought on a whim because I've been doing research on manga that I want to read in the future. So these two I'm not going to read anytime soon. I mainly bought these for like collector's purposes. So first one here, Hunter x Hunter Volume 1. I have never seen this in person. I've never seen it in stock online, literally anywhere. Right Stuff, it's out of stock for like ever. Amazon doesn't have it, and on eBay I've seen it a couple times, but it's always like really expensive. So I bought this $9.99. They had like 2 volumes of this, so I was like, sweet, this is very nice to get because I'm a huge Hunter x Hunter fan. I love the anime adaptation, and right after I finished watching that, I bought the Hunter x Hunter manga, pretty much the volumes from the end of the 2011 anime up until whatever is printed right now. There's a couple of other chapters that I still need to read online, but I still haven't gotten around to doing that. But I love Hunter x Hunter, and I know that if I'm eventually gonna start reading the manga, I know Volume 1 is gonna be one of the harder ones to find, so I definitely wanted to make sure that I picked it up while I was in the store, because I'm sure that they don't get a lot of Volume 1s of Hunter x Hunter often, I'm pretty sure. And the other number one that I got for collecting purposes was Jujutsu Kaisen. This is pretty much the newest shonen that everyone is in love with, and I understand why. Personally, I'm not like too crazy about it. I can see why it's good. I really enjoyed the anime, but I'm not like, going crazy over it where I need to go and get the manga and, sort of read what happens. I can wait for season 2. I'm not exactly too crazy on it. There's a bunch of other manga series that I want to read right now. So I got Volume 1 because, Volume 1 is definitely going to be one of the harder volumes to get. Despite me saying that, all of the Jujutsu Kaisen volumes are super hard to get right now just because of how popular the series is. They also had Volume 7, but I decided to hold off on it just because I know that I'm going to buy it and I'm not going to read it anytime soon, just because I know I'm going to want to read it from start to finish when it comes to Jujutsu Kaisen. Despite me knowing what happens in the anime, I want to see how the manga does it, if you will. So just gonna have Volume 1 for now, and I'm probably gonna be sitting on just Volume 1 for Jujutsu Kaisen for a while. So originally those 3 volumes were the only ones that I was gonna get, Eden Zero, Hunter x Hunter, and JJK. But I was looking for these 2 in particular on the shelves, but they didn't have them. But they have like a little end cap for like the manga section, and these were there, and I was like, do I buy them now or do I wait? And I'm pretty sure Right Stuff didn't have these either in stock, so I was like, if I'm gonna read these eventually, I might as well get them now. So I definitely spent more money than I probably should have, but hell, let's just get into it. Hell's Paradise. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good manga according to the internet. I know that a lot of people are talking about it just because I believe it is part of like the big 3 when it comes to shonen manga. It is this, Chainsaw Man, and something else. It's not Jujutsu Kaisen, it's something else. I can't remember exactly what it is, but I believe this is a shonen, and I'm pretty sure that this is like pretty good. This is just word of mouth from like other manga people that I've watched on YouTube and Twitter people and online forums or whatever. But supposedly Hell's Paradise is pretty good, and I'm excited to see what it's about because I know nothing about it other than people saying that it's good. So yeah, I'm very eager to check this one out. And then the other one, last time I went, they didn't have this on the shelf, and I didn't check the end cap, but today I checked the end cap and they had it. It's Komi Can't Communicate. From my understanding, this is about a high school girl who is very anxious and sort of can't really communicate with classmates or whatever. So I like slice of life high school setting anime. I love Teasing Master Tagaki-san, and I love Horimiya. So like those 2 series, of anime that I've watched, I like really enjoyed. And this one, it seems like it might be up my alley. I'm not entirely sure. I sort of just bought it on a whim because if I'm gonna read it, I would much rather read my manga physically. So if I do enjoy it, I could buy the rest on Right Stuff or whatever online retailer I decide to go with. But yeah, Komi Can't Communicate, I've heard a lot of good things about as well, and I know a little bit more about it, you know, being like an anxious high schooler and things like that. So excited to see what that one's about. And the last one I got here, this one I literally found out about today from Sid Snap's editor. He makes like YouTube videos, and he was talking about sort of other series that are just like Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro. So this was one of them, and I didn't know that they printed it in English. So when I saw it there, I was like, should I buy it? And I was like, screw it, I'm gonna buy it. That is Please Put Them On Tagakiman-san. I hope I said that right. But yeah, this is the way he described it. It's about this girl who she like takes off her clothes and like she puts them on like one of her classmates or whatever. I'm not entirely sure exactly if I translated that right from his video, but I will definitely leave a link in the description below to his video because he definitely is much more knowledgeable on this genre of manga than I am. But this one seemed just like a fun, you know, sort of quirky manga to read. And obviously, you know, I already have Rent a Girlfriend. I've watched Domestic Girlfriend, and yeah, you know, I'm definitely a goddamn weeb for buying this. But yeah, this is definitely gonna be one of the I guess riskier mangas that I'm gonna read for sure. So yeah, definitely interested to see what it's about. I wouldn't say excited, but I'm definitely intrigued by this manga title. So yeah, so that is my entire pickup I guess video from Barnes & Nobles. The second trip I spent like $70, so in total $120 was spent, and that's just what happens when you pay retail prices. Obviously, if I bought this stuff on Right Stuff, it would have been a lot cheaper, but a lot of this stuff that I have here is not in stock at Right Stuff, so it probably would have taken months for it to come in. So yeah, I'm very happy that I was able to buy it now and, you know, have it within my collection right now. So if you guys watching this video, if you guys have not already, you can subscribe and put new gaming videos up on Saturdays. Follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Try to put updates on my future videos. Check out my podcast, the Travis and Gaming Podcast, where we talk about games, movies, and anime every other week. And yeah, that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching this video once again. I'll see you guys next time with more videos.